Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Now, one of our favorite segments is the video question of the week, and this one we can all relate to. Jump-starting a vehicle when you have a dead battery. Check it out.
Hey John and Brian, I've been having to jump my car for the last month, and my battery is relatively new and my alternator is new. Can you please help me out?
Brandon, you gave us a clue in your description. You said your alternator was about a month old. So a logical starting point for you would be the battery. You got to make sure it can receive and store all the energy that alternator's making.
Absolutely. And Brian, our Firebird, it's 5, 6, 4 years old. It doesn't make any difference. A lot of electrical load on these cars. They're not lasting forever anymore. So RockAuto.com has a new battery. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Heck yeah.
Now, before you do that, you want to put in this memory saver. This is pretty cool. You put a little 9-volt battery to it right here. You connect it. Put it in the cigarette lighter. It's going to backfeed electrical through the system. You have adaptive alarm, shift, stuff like that on newer cars. A good idea. Keep the radio station, seat memory, all that stuff. Now, you said, Brandon, you also looked at the battery. A visual inspection is not going to tell you a lot. So you want to use a tester like this auto gauge right here. Rock Auto actually supplies these as well. This is nice because it actually is going to do a load test on the battery, get into the plates. You'll actually see if the battery is going to be able to hold a charge or not hold a charge. Super simple to use. Just follow the prompts, nothing to it. Another important thing, you want to keep the battery clean. You just get your battery tool. You don't want any voltage drop between the terminals. I have this cleaner right here. Go across the terminals. You can see it, shine them up real nice. If you have top post, side post, you can use this, or you can use it on the terminals as well, Brian.
Dielectric gel, big boy stuff right here. Little thing means a whole lot. This keeps any kind of corrosion and contamination out, and certainly moisture, just another best practice.
Yep, that's a nice battery. It's absorb glass matte technology.
I'm so glad Rock Auto's got these now.
Yeah, you and me both. Now, when you're carrying the battery, you know, at home you may not have a strap on it, or maybe an old battery. They also carry this battery carrier. This is nice because you're not out here trying to tote it, or you're rubbing it against your clothes. I can guarantee you, once you get it to where you're going to go, if you take it to the recycle center, next time you wash your pants, you can have all these little holes on it for the muriatic acid and the acid in there that's actually doing the charge. So you want to make sure you get that and tote it right. Hold down, super important. The hold down. The battery has to be secure. Inside of there are plates. They're dissimilar metals. They're doing a chemical reaction and they're flaking off, and eventually all that stuff's getting on the bottom. So if your battery's bumping around or slamming around on there, you're going to have a problem, man. It's going to start to short out the battery. That's hugely important. How's it coming over there, Brian?
We're just about done. I'm going to tighten up that battery clamp. Also really, really important. A lot of people overlook getting that clamp hold down tight. The battery's going to vibrate and fail earlier than it's designed to. Make sure you get that right.
Yeah, another good tip is always take the negative off first and put it on last. Less chance of a spark. Make sure it's secure, clean, put your caps back on, nice. We'll go back in there, we'll take the cigarette lighter adapter out, we'll have a full charge. Well, today was a great day. Brian, that Corvette project, a little challenging, but we got the cable in nevertheless.
Typical project, you know, access was the worst part. There is a proper procedure. We followed that. We got everything routed, everything anchored right where it belongs. I feel really good about the repair. But you know, during the whole repair, John kept saying something about going to get donuts when we were done.